Welcome to the Scott King Show. Coach, an exciting 34-14 victory over Union County on Friday night. An excellent first half. You had two possessions. You put two scores on the board. You kept the ball for over 18 minutes. You had to be really proud of your offensive performance in the first half.
Well, we were. We opened up the game and let them score real quick, but we did a good job of answering with a long drive and then a really long drive. We did put the ball on the ground, but we were able to get it back. Devarius Burton got on it and got it back, and we punched it in twice and then had a big stop right there. So it was a good first half.
Yeah, Coach, that second drive ended up being 21 plays, 85 yards for 11 and a half minutes off the clock. That's textbook football, Clinton style right there. Defensively, you played pretty well. You kept them, other than giving them the first easy one on a bad kick where they got the ball at the 50 and went in quick and scored on you. You held them on downs, and then you stopped them with an interception on the last play of the half. Had to feel pretty good about your defensive performance.
Well, we had played the run pretty well, and we knew going in, the longer they ran down the field, the further they got, the better they were going to be against us. So we were able to play pretty good, stopping the run and coming to get him. So.
And you go in 14-7 after Lovagic intercepts the pass at the half. So you go in with a 7-point lead, and you come out in the second half and get the ball. You drive down and score on an 8-play drive. You go 49 yards, and you're up 21-7. Really put yourself in pretty good position at that point.
We did. We came out, and I think we hit the pass play on that drive. We had set that one up, and we felt like it was going to be wide open, and it was. And they did a good job of executing, and we drove it on in and finished it out. Went up 21-7, and just needed to make a stop and do that one more time, and we felt like the game would be in hand.
And, Coach, you did make that stop, but then 3 plays later you ended up with a fumble and giving the ball back, and they quickly hit a 55-yard pass, Keyston Smith to Victor Rush, and cut it to 21-14 and made it a ball game again.
They did. You went from feeling like you had a chance to go up 28-7 to a 21-14 ball game. I mean, that's a big point swing right there, and kids did a good job responding after that and answering it back.
And you had a 13-play drive that you go down and score, make it 27-14, and pretty good situation there. And then Lovagic Glenn picks off a pass. Pick 6, goes 55 yards, and had a pretty good downfield block by a couple of his teammates to make sure he gets in the end zone right there, and he puts you up 34-14.
It was a big play, and like I said, they were throwing it around then, trying to catch up, and we were putting pressure on him, and Vod saw it and made a good break and took it, and I was glad to see us go back to the house with it.
And then on the next series, he comes up with his third interception of the game, and pretty much seals the deal. You have to nail on it to finish up the ball game.
He did. They were like I said, they were throwing it, and he had a good read on it, and he can make plays, and he did all night.
A big night for him, 160 yards rushing, 3 interceptions, returned 1 for a touchdown, and had a couple of pretty good kick returns as well.
He had a big night. He's playing well.
Coach, that's the way the ball game against Union County went. Gives you a good chance now to get into playoffs if you get a win here on Friday night, and we'll be back to talk about that right after these messages on Sports Radio 1410. Welcome back to the Scott King Show. Coach, the Chapman Panthers come to town, a team that you need to beat to make sure you've got yourself entrenched in the playoffs, and a team that Clinton typically has trouble with over the last few years.
Well, they are 0-4 in the conference. They know they're not getting in, but they do play hard. They're well coached. They've got an excellent offense, and they've given us trouble for a couple years. Going up there and down here playing, so it's gonna be a good test for us.
Yeah, Coach. In 2008, you go up there and it's all tied up, and you have to come back down the field and kick a field goal as time runs out to win it in 2008. 2009, you beat them 20-0, but a ball game you put it on the ground a bunch, and just mistakes on the Red Devils' part. Last year they go up 13-7 right off the bat, and then you have to struggle and come back strong and beat them 42-26. But they throw the ball all over the place. They're a very good offensive football team, one you're going to have to be prepared for.
Yeah, they are going to throw it all over the place. They got nothing else to lose. I think 3 years ago They threw the ball 55 times against us in the game, set every passing record in the book, attempts, completions, yards. I mean, it was ridiculous. But hopefully we won't let them have that many snaps this year.
Well, Coach, last year you had a lot of third down problems when you earlier that you could have got, maybe could have got things out, and that's kind of been a problem this year. So one thing you're really going to have to work with your team on to make sure your defense is getting you off the field when they need to.
Well, the Henderson kid at quarterback is a big time dual threat. He's going to run the football just as well or better than he throws it. And you get in those type of situations, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to run it, and he can extend plays and make things happen. So it's real difficult to put a handle on him.
And he's another excellent quarterback in this region, and the fact that this is going to be the fourth week that you've seen a really good quarterback like that, is that going to help your team to be a little more prepared for what he's capable of doing?
Well, he's good, and we've seen some really good ones, from Shrine Bowl guys to big-time commitments. So we've seen about as good as you're going to see in the state, and he's right up there with them.
Well, Coach, big ball game you need to win to make sure you get yourself playoff eligible and get yourself in a good position so you get a chance to make a good run come playoff time.
Well, we got to be focused. Got a lot of distractions. Got an 0-4 team. You got homecoming. You got all kinds of things that we need to put out of our head and focus on playing the football game and winning.
Coach, we want to thank you for being here with us, and good luck against the Chapman Panthers this week. And we'll be here next week on Sports Radio 1410 to talk about the out.